20 more years, this beauty was sitting covered along with other bikes in the basement. On timely visits I managed to keep it in shape, but toward the end I failed, miserably. As you can see, it became fossilized and oxidized with cobwebs all over. During the last 5 to 6 years I managed to accumulate some replaceable parts, technical data and DIY knowledge to bring it back to life. I also discovered 1981 XV750 is one of the most popular in the custom world for cafe racer and bother. But we are not going there. Not yet. 82 Virago 750 is a cool motorcycle with some cool specifications. 750cc V-twin engine, 2 valves each, was a main source of the power. Air-cooled system on the cylinder head, 83mm bore with 69.2mm stroke length and the shaft drive. So it is clearly a rough motorcycle. Towards 80s, all of the Japanese manufacturers had some lightly customized models in their lineup. But the brown stuff hit the fan in 1981 when this Virago rolled onto the showroom floor. The 750cc Virago was the first Japanese V-twin cruiser to take the fight right to Harley's door. But these early Viragos have one design flaw in the starter system. Being fully mechanical, under less than ideal circumstances, weak battery and grounding, it promoted wear on the starter engagement-disengagement system. Today some people can look at a grungy old bike and see its potential for a cool custom, while others can look at a single component and build an entire bike around it. There are so many custom builds with 15750 basic. The shaft drive is one of the most popular variants. But again, that's not what I am doing here. I have to restore it to original glory and get fired up. Then weave my dream around it. It's going to be a challenging task ahead, and I have all it takes. The time, the patience and WD-40. So let's get started on the good old-fashioned way. The early Hitachi carburetors were basically good and are still running many Viragos very well today. This will need ultrasonic cleaning. I bought a carburetor kit with new jets, needle and float bowl gasket to make it breathe again. The seat is in good condition. Headlight, tail light and side indicators I will be replaced with new aftermarket parts I have already collected. The damping adjuster is jammed. As you can see, this starter motor is completely destroyed. I have purchased new one from UK to replace it. It was the one most expensive part in all. But a man's got to do what a man's got to do. Before I began dismantling it, I have washed it thoroughly with soap and water and left it to dry for a day. This TCR unit not looking good. It needs more attention. I have to test it and see if it's in working condition and everything is intact from the inside. Now needs some cleaning and later painting of outer shell. That will be coming in next episode. There are relays and more relays, a relay for every function. As per European regulations on safety and emission. This bike is on overdrive with safety features as Swiss specifications. Do I need them? No. I have to get rid of all the relays and go bare bone wiring. I'll keep it clean and minimum. One solenoid starter and a toggle switch is enough to get everything going. Though 39 years ago some of them already had been removed, there are still more to be taken off. I remember this front disc brake caliper was jamming while the bike was still running many years ago. It was a pain. This needs rebuilding with new brake pads and cylinder. The generations of spiders have been living in it, rent-free. Both front fork tubes are pitted. I will be replacing it with new. I bought on eBay for $110 from a Hong Kong dealer 2 years ago. I better keep all the nuts and bolts in an organized manner, before I lose or misplace them. This disc brake rotor is very heavy. I have to scrub away the rust and make it shine again. Speedometer drive looks just fine. Need cleaning and polishing. Front and rear cast wheels are too heavy, and completely oxidized. It will require scraping of the surface using sandpaper followed by repainting and aluminium polishing. I got tires removed by tire shop next door. I got brand new tires to replace. This is going to take few days. As I clean the parts upstairs in my living room, I was also making trips downstairs to disassemble the rest of the bike to bring the parts back. It's tough to loosen rusted, corroded, and stubborn nuts and bolts. No matter how much WD-40 you use, it's exhausting work. The front fork cylinder will be clean polished with sandpaper and then painted with metallic aluminium paint. Fork tubes will be replaced with new chrome shiny ones and the new fork seals. Since I am not fully equipped with the tools and expertise at rebuilding front forks, I will be visiting a friend SMG Customizing Works for his help. This old fuse box will go. I will replace it with a new fuse box with positive and negative bus. I will relocate it under the seat. Look what we got here. If you're not confused, you're not paying attention. I am sure half the wires and connections are useless after the relays were gone. The bare-bone electrical wiring is the simple solution for this. But now, sadly I had to use the cutter, and sort out this mess. I have new headlight to replace this one, with a funny message on the box. And it's from my favorite country, Taiwan. I used a paint stripper to remove old paint from all the metal parts. It saved lot of time, though sometimes its chemicals got my skin and eyes irritated. I washed it clean repeatedly. Polished it with fine sandpaper. At the end I covered the unwanted areas with masking tape for painting.